I should visit Europe. I have an odd number, like, I have a friend in Spain, a friend in Finland, and I guess a bajillion fans in Germany. So, yeah, I should go to Europe sometime. Might have to move to Europe soon, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. Monday's gonna have a huge Grim Dawn reveal. It's exciting. So do I have Honored with anyone else? Yeah, Devil's Crossing. I don't think there's any augments for Devil... Oh, right. They do have Ring Amulet augments. I don't think I've done that with this guy at all. See... Proper food. Yeah, right, Presidians. Where I'm from, like, I don't think any other place in the world could ever top the food. I think I'm gonna grab up these just because of the offensive ability for now. Because our offensive ability is really wanting right now. Yeah, we might get the next class revealed on Monday. So, let me, real quick... I'm gonna link some stuff real quick because okay, this is my favorite pizza place, Cloverleaf. What is... So I don't have a specific place I'm linking for this, but a Detroit food are Coney dogs. You pretty much get the best Coney dogs around here, and you can get the great Coney dogs just from, I don't want to say throwaway locations for Coney's, but you can get Coney's here, and it's an amazing food that will blow your mind, even though you might think it looks a little gross. And then, I don't remember if Athenian Shish has a website. Nope. But I can link the Yelp page. This is my favorite Greek place. Oh, Presidians, yeah. Soul food's amazing. Like chicken and waffles. Oh. Okay, Excel Mix. A Coney dog. So you know what a hot dog is? Where you have like the bun with the, you know, I guess sausage, depending on where you're from, might be the equivalent. But it uses sort of an all-natural skin, so you get a crunch almost when you bite into it. And then you put a ton of chili sauce on top with onions and some mustard. It's one of the best things ever. Oh, sorry. I didn't see your question. I can show you that real quick. This guy's died 9 times. And then, this is one of my favorite restaurants near me. This is Little Z's Barbecue. This guy still, I would say, is under-geared right now. And I don't feel I need to link a Chinese place, my favorite Chinese place, my favorite Thai place, or my favorite... Hello, Diki. Welcome to the stream. I don't feel that I need to link Chinese, Thai, and Indian food because, I mean, they're pretty much the same everywhere you go. Chorizo's really good too. There's a Mexican place kind of near me that does excellent chorizo. Yeah, In-N-Out is a West Coast thing, which I am obviously not at. Pierogi, oh my god, pierogi is one of my favorite foods. I believe it's spelled Pierogi. I was thrown off by the way you spelled it there. It's basically potato raviolis. Yeah, it's Polish food. So, Southeast Michigan is heavily Polish in origin. So, the place I get my pierogis from, Calumet Pasty Company. Yes, I have... So, let's link this in the chat. Yeah, pierogi. So, I get my pierogi there, and it's really good, and... they have these things, it's called pasties, which is a northern Michigan thing, and... Yeah, that's the reason that's one of the main reasons I like living in America, is I can get to any type of food I want within like 15 minutes to a half hour. Cause there's a Coney Island down the street, there's a Mexican place around the corner. The pierogi thing is like 5 minutes away. The barbecue place is like 10 minutes away. Indian place is like 20 minutes away. There's Thai and Chinese within 5-minute distances. But they have these things called pasties, and it's like potatoes, carrots, chicken or beef, and you basically put it inside like a dough pocket. If you would imagine a hot pocket, but actual food, it's like a hot pocket but real food. It's almost like a chicken pot pie in a like folded over piece of pastry. It's amazing. Hi, Raiden. Yeah, we're in food talk now before I head into the Blood Grove. Yeah, I would imagine Germany actually has a lot of places like this too. It's fairly industrialized. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's actually a good question that I'd like to hear an answer to. Because there are some things Americans really love that people around the world don't. Like root beer. Pretty much every place I've heard of with that where Americans go, oh, root beer's delicious. They're like, that's what we flavor our medicine with. I could go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now if I wanted to. It's like making a grilled cheese. Of course I can make a grilled cheese. I have bread and the processed cheese for it. Zach, ban yourself from my chat, please. At least 20 minutes. Root beer is amazing. Especially root beer with a couple scoops of vanilla ice cream in it. A root beer float. Oh, I could go for one of those right now. And it's like, what, 5 degrees above freezing, and I could go for a root beer float right now. Cream soda is pretty good too. Speaking of cream soda, in Michigan we have this pop company called Faygo, and they do a really good cream soda, a really good root beer, and they have this thing called Rock and Rye, which is like a cream soda mixed with another pop they have called Red Pop, and it's like drinking liquid cake. Yeah, and anyone interested in Faygo should Google it. Faygo. It's one of those Michigan exclusive things. Or maybe I should say Michigan area exclusive things. Root beer's the Stockholm Syndrome of tastes. That's pretty funny. And root beer isn't alcoholic, by the way. Exclamix peanut butter's delicious. It's like taking peanuts and making a butter out of it. And I prefer chunky, by the way. Peanut butter. I mean, creamy, like, it's peanut butter. You can do creamy or chunky, it's fine. But I just prefer chunky. Hi, it's random. Yeah, I'm assuming that Faygo has expanded a little bit into the tri-state area of the Midwest. Do I not have 3 seals? That sucks. Nope, just the 2. Oh, that sucks, Jer. Thanks for coming, though. Good night, and have a good sleep. Now, I don't drink alcohol, just so everyone's aware. So no beer, whiskey, nothing soft or hard. No alcohol. The high quality standards you have. Yeah, I don't like alcohol. I actually don't do any sort of behavioral altering substances at all. I'm a real square. Closest thing I imbibe is caffeine to a drug. I'm not one of the cool kids that does the weed. The marijuana. I didn't even drink alcohol in college. Caffeine is how I'm upright right now. I'll wait till, like, I don't really care about that right now for her. I'll get her, like, I'll keep her alive in Ultimate. Right now I'm just going a little faster. But yeah, I know the Coven of Ugdenbog is coming up. We talked about that earlier. I think you were here, actually. I have a Bachelor in Fine Arts in Illustration, so I studied the art. I know Photoshop better than a lot of people know most things. Rumor has it the second new class is getting revealed on Monday. Thank you for the follow. Old Lost Dreams, welcome to the stream. Should probably not stand in the circle.
That skill's not ready.
God damn it, get out of your own circles.
I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
You know, I actually do kind of wish I went into a science or engineering. I think when he said enlightening, he didn't mean lightning. These names sometimes. Thank you for the follow, Dr. McFuzzyballs. Welcome to the stream. Should I ask what your doctorate is in? Marijuana's a weird thing right now. Because in, like, Colorado, it's not illegal to have it by state law, but because of our new Attorney General, it might be illegal to have by federal law. Because our new Attorney General is stuck in the 50s. I mean, not to go too much into politics, but our new Attorney General is a racist prick. So, like Colorado, it's not illegal to own it, transport it, or use it. But because that's a state law, federal law might trump it. No pun intended. But yeah, in places like a more liberal state like California, I don't think they'd care about weed on a state level. So when you start getting into the state federal thing, you get some confusing information going.
I can't do that yet.
So in America, we have a federal government, right? It's the central government of the country. They make all the laws. They run the military. They do all the things you expect a government to do. Federal law applies to all states in America, all 50 states. And it also applies to some other countries that are, I wouldn't use the word colonies, but they're sort of protectorate nations. They're technically U.S. citizens, though they don't have statehood. They're in a gray area. It's like Puerto Rico. Hello, Dark Myth. Welcome to the stream. Federal government, it's the president, his immediate advisors, cabinet, secretaries, that sort of thing, and Congress, which has the House and the Senate. The House is supposed to be the House of Representatives, so they're supposed to represent states on a more individual level. States have X number of representatives based on population. The Senate, each state has 2 senators. Senate's supposed to be the... Thank you for the follow, CarlBoy666. Welcome to the stream where I explain politics. And the Senate's supposed to be more like each state is represented equally by that group. In practice. Now, states can make their own laws that will apply to that state and that state alone. The Fed, though, the federal government, makes laws that everyone has to follow, regardless of where you are. And in America, there is a debate between states' rights and federal rights. How much leeway do the states have and what they can do? Now, in the 1800s, we had this thing called the Civil War, where the South seceded over slavery because the North was like, we're probably going to make laws to make sure you can't own people. So the South seceded over that, and we went to war over it. Bloodiest war in our country's history. After that war, we had amendments added to our Constitution that made it so federal law applies to all the states. Oh, thank you, Dark Myth. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream and enjoying the game. That's good to know, Exclamix. And I'm sorry for going on this weird political tangent, but someone asks about American federal government. I felt I had to explain it a little bit. Yeah, and it's not any form of like... Okay, I shouldn't say it's not any form of fascism, but Donald Trump's in charge right now. So, yeah, generally speaking, the federal government is not usually any, like, totalitarian thing. Because it is actually run, technically, by a lot of people. There's 535 congresspersons that technically run the American government. And depending on the president, they can either be a figurehead or they can have a lot of say in what goes on. So, like, Barack Obama was, like, more on the figurehead side. He let Congress do a lot of things. For better or worse. George W. Bush was more hands-on. Trump is looking more hands-on. Bad things from America generally means bad things for the world. At least for the time being. It's usually why you hear bad things from our political system right now. Oh, thank you, Carl Boy. I'm glad I could at least touch one person in a non... That came out wrong. In a non-sexual way. By the heart. I'm sure I said that right. I'd probably lean Elementalist on that. Conjurer, though, you can have the fallback of being a Vitality Conjurer. Yeah, Conjurer is the shaman occultist. Elementalist is the shaman demolitionist. Wow, and you're supposed to be the one running the build compendium? I think it's time to turn that... I think it's time to turn your foreign privileges in, Diki. Yeah, now if you were to do a druid, you would have access to things like mirror and Myvan sphere. Well, welcome to my stream where I think everyone gets incessantly mocked at some point. Oh yeah, like, we're all jerks here. I'm actually surprised we have 48 viewers with how incessant the mockery can be. Like, just be lucky, everyone, this isn't a Monster Hunter stream. You would be hearing nothing but both insulting humor towards each other, but also a lot of self-deprecating humor. Dr. McFuzzyballs, there's the obliteration ability on the Tome of Arcane Wastes. You build elemental with that and electrocute. It can actually be pretty powerful, even though I prefer Albrecht's Aether Ray. I mean, Albrecht's, the main thing about it is you can get it so strong you don't even need to worry about it piercing, because you'll just kill everything anyways. Yeah, so the enlightening part, we were talking about this earlier, and it got me thinking about what would something enlightening be as a class concept in this game, and I was like, the Archivist? I mean, Zach says it wouldn't be named the Archivist, and I could agree with that, but yeah, it'd have to be some sort of more intelligence-based class, it sounds like. If he specifically put that in quotes, there'd probably be a reason for it. Or that's entirely a red herring to get us looking or thinking about wrong things, and then they're gonna slam a giant surprise on us. I don't think there is a build that can kill the dummies.
That skill's not ready.
I don't remember if you have to turn off cloud saving for GD stash. I don't think it's mentioned at all in the notes for it. I don't know if I have it turned off for Grim Dawn. Oh, there are? Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried to kill a dummy, so I didn't know you could actually kill them. GD Stash is a program that exists independent of Grim Dawn that you can use to manage your items. It basically creates a database you can put your items into and pull your items from. You can also cheat heavily with it if you want to. That's up to you, of course. Yeah, my usual crits with my Aether guy are like, 30k. I think he has 55k as his highest damage. I would imagine nothing would happen, it would just die. I sometimes do still. Like, if I level or ding quests, there's a little hiccup. It's not often, though, that I get frame drops in this game anymore, though, because I have my new awesome PC. Yeah, you'd have to do a lot of settings changes to get it to work smoothly, obviously. Baraka? Hell, I didn't even know that. I've actually not looked at any settings like that. I would imagine... Is it in the actual options? Oh, it's in an ini file. Never mind. Go ahead, Simpumbaa. Like I always say, linking is still allowed for the time being. And you can pretty much link normal stuff. As soon as it gets abused, it's out, though. So yeah, you're fine. Good to go. I would probably say the least gear-dependent thing is a Vitality Conjurer. Like I redid my Conjurer to be one of those, and she has like horrifically suboptimal resistances in ultimate, and she just does not care. Spellbreaker is another really great one for that too. Spellbreakers have like a really solid defense from their abilities, so they just don't care about as much about the enemy attacks. What in the hell did he just shoot at? I'd also maybe recommend the Sorcerer for low gear dependency. Blade Master too. You can be really low gear dependent on a Blade Master and you're fine. Holy shit. That was me looking at the chat instead of the game. Yeah, don't get too don't get too sad about a druid. Druids are amazing. No, it was me, like, this guy's actually really, like, doing really well right now, so I'm not really paying attention to the game like I should be. So that was me, like, I was literally just looking in chat, like, oh, I'll be tanky enough to handle this, and I died for it. My own hubris did me in there. Also, this wouldn't be like one of my streams unless I die at least once. Ah, the meat shield. You can turn the crit damage numbers on in the settings. That'll point out when we go back to Homestead.
I am told that Lasai cannot win. The Legion was forced to abandon the... Let's see. I've already informed...
Okay, yeah, I could imagine Whirlpool being really awesome on that. Yeah, druids are awesome. My druid's one of my favorite characters. And then the crit damage is show crit multipliers. So what they're doing is they're putting in essentially empowered legendaries. That's what the mythicals are going to be. So the old legendaries are still going to exist in their current form, but they're going to make a new level of legendary.